ladies and gentlemen, is because Jesse, he also performs at funerals and rosaries, ¿verdad?
Correct.
And you were at one tonight, right?
I was at my friend Rick and Dan. You know Rick and Dan
Diaz.
Their mom, which was a mother to me, and one point in my life, she passed away, and they were having a rosary today. So I went by there, and we were celebrating her life. So I brought my guitar and I sang Mama, and then I came over here, and I was telling you in the hallway, friends, es siempre quedar bien con los amigos, and it was something that was inside my heart. So I went over there and I said, all right, quiero quedar bien también con Rock. Le hablé a Rock, le dije, voy a llegar un poquito tarde. Nomás que andaba dando vueltas aquí around this new sophisticated building.
He doesn't know how to be in a big city. Es de Santa Rosa.
He doesn't.
Allá nomás tienen una curva y ya es todo lo que... No.
We actually only have one light that's green, red, and yellow. Sí, esa es la única. The other ones just blink.
Y no la pases. Y no pases la red light porque te paras Santa Rosa PD de volada, ¿verdad?
Yeah, you can't. It's like we're like La Jolla police. You go there too fast. So if you're going 33 on a 30, ya te cagó el payaso.
Pero si es Jesse la dan quebrada. Jesse es el consentido de Santa Rosa, papá. Asústame one time. So, viniste todo traje. Are you comfortable, Jesse, or you want to change?
Yeah, I brought clothes. Except I just wanted to get this started, and I wanted to properly apologize to everybody for waiting. Es que se hace como caballero, carnal.
Yeah, ya sé, bro. Pero, yo le dije a Jesse, we're not gonna get started till we're ready, bro. Don't worry about it. It's not like network television, we don't have to be, because network television, you got these segments and they got to be right to the second. If you go over 5 minutes, if it's 5 minutes and 2 seconds, you're going to get cut off and they're going to go into commercials and all that. Here on YouTube, we get to, start, 8 o'clock is when we usually like to start, ladies and gentlemen. But if it doesn't happen, we've had issues sometimes. Los chinga el pinche feed y la chingada. Hombre, qué bárbaro. Pero, the thing is we're here. Jesse's here, and we're going to be talking with him. You're going to change, okay, carnalito?
Yeah, give me like 2 minutes just to put on a different shirt.
Órale.
And change my tennis.
Órale, carnalito. As a matter of fact, I think Felicia brought you a shirt, man. ¿Cómo te la puedes poner, carnal? Está brutal.
Don't put the camera on me while I'm changing, right?
No, I won't, I promise.
Nos hace ban YouTube, carnal. Cállate la boca, shut up. Pinche censorship y la chingada.
It's a little
Están enseñando mucho músculo y la chingada. ¿Quién la onda? Asústame one time, hey. Las abs y la chingada, oye, cállate la boca, shut up. Puro pinche sit-ups y crunches.
Si quieren ver,
Oye, Jesse, chingate, te guachan bien padre los piros, carnal. Chingate. Eso, estás medio nalgón, no tanto. Son nalguitas, ¿verdad, babe? Son nalguitas. Nalguitas. ¿Verdad? Ponte la shirt, dale la shirt para que la ponga Jesse. ¿A cuál te vas a poner? Órale, se puso una de... Esa parece Versace, carnal.
I'm not done yet.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a special Thursday Night Live tonight. Brought to you by Society 204, a co-working community providing a productive work environment for RGV entrepreneurs, helping people ditch the home office and coffee shop for a more productive environment with other mobile workers. 956-887-1143 to book a tour. Jesse saw the place. He thought it was super nice, ¿verdad, Jesse? Está bonito, ¿verdad?
It's a very beautiful place, man. Felicidades.
And it's brought to you by Dr. T's Primary Care.
I know that guy, man. Dr. Galvan. Saludos, Mr. Dr. Galvan.
Un saludito para Dr. Galvan.
Oh, he takes care of all of us.
Yeah, y pues you can lose weight, feel younger, and healthier again. Call us at 956-441-2188.
Just ask me.
Yeah. Puro pinche Dr. T's aquí, baby doll.
I've known Dr. Galvan for a good while, man. I've known him for about... When did you introduce me to him?
Pues ya son años, carnal. I've been a client for years, and it's just an amazing thing, man. They've got the hormone replacement therapy, weight loss therapy. Si están matando con el weight, pues ahí está. IV vitamin infusion and peptide therapy, all designed to help you feel great and healthier again.
He'll get you going.
And Jesse Turner is a client there as well, so you know the place is kicking ass, man.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
I go there and I tell him, hey, so tell me, give me the good and the bad. He may say, well... He goes, you're borderline diabetic.
Bro.
Y luego me dice, a ver, let's try to find out what it is. And he goes, and the first thing he said was, do you drink Diet Coke? And I said, yes. He goes, that's it.
¿Por qué la Diet Coke tiene azúcar o qué? No tiene azúcar ese jale, ¿no?
Coke Zero doesn't have it.
No.
The thing is, a Diet Coke has some other stuff that they basically replace it. Now, I'm not trying to say don't do it. I'm just telling you that I'm because of that. And not only that, he goes, do you take pre-workout? And I said, yeah. He goes, what's the name of it? And I go, Psychotic. Le hace con eso.
Oh my God.
Le hace con eso me dice todo.
Ese es el tipo de pre-workout donde le haces, ese jale no pegó. Ese jale no pegó.
I'm going to tell you, you know, when you did that, I'm going to tell you a story. This is a true story. I was playing in Rio Grande City.
Oh, man. Of all places.
I kid you not, I was in the city of Rio Grande City. And I was playing, back in the day, I would do Albert Samuel. I would play La Prieta Casada and all these songs.
Está bruta la roleta.
Yeah. And I was in the middle of, we were playing at a quinceañera, or I don't know what it was, a wedding. But we get off and I go to the restroom. I'm not gonna get, can I say it or not?
Yes, go ahead, bro. Say it.
So I was,
Fish, help us out.
I'm going to tell you two stories in one. Two different stories, but in the same place.
Es todo, carnal.
So I go and I stand to take a leak, right? And I'm standing there and I'm going to the restroom. Y viene un guy y le hace. And I'm looking at him because he's in the stall and he's looking at me and I'm like, he goes. And I'm like, and he goes. So for those of you that don't know what he was trying to tell me, he's telling me, hey, ¿tú tocas el acordeón? Es lo que me está diciendo. Y lo me dice, a toda madre.
Oh my God.
And he's like, ¿quieres porear? I said, le dije, no.
Wow.
So that's one story. Many years later, bro, I'm in the restroom, right? And this is like about 3 years ago. So I'm in there in the restroom, right?
¿Dónde? ¿En Rio Grande?
No, this is a different city, man. I don't know where it was at. But some guy...
Yo creía que ibas a decir que haces a Rio Grande y ahí está el vato todavía en el
Oh
baño.
my God. No, hombre.
Wait, so no. So I was in the restaurant. This is a different restroom. And I went in there and I was taking a leak and then the guy walks in and he goes, holy cow. You know, he said another word. He goes, holy cow.
Holy shit.
Oh, wow, you could say that?
Yes, of course.
I'm
You say
sorry.
anything.
All right, he said.
Holy cow. No sé si es mi street, carnal.
I was with my head down and taking a leak, and then he stands next to me and he goes, holy shit, bro. and I looked at him and he goes, I'm fucking taking. Oh, sorry, can I say that?
Yes.
Yeah.
He goes, it's because that's what he said. He goes, I'm fucking taking the leak next to Jesse Turner, bro. Y luego he takes his hand out and he goes, pump it, bro. And I'm like, okay, pues.
Can I take a selfie here with us, bro?
At the urinals.
I trip. You know what, Rock? I hasta la fecha todavía, I trip out, man. I guess because my mom has me very well humbled that it's very hard to, you know, when people say, oh, I va, or there he is, and then I start looking around, you know, wondering what they're talking about, and it's weird. It's weird, man. You know, when I've said this story so many times, but when we won the Grammy, right? I finally bring it home. It was nationally televised. Millions of people saw it, you know. And finally, it arrives months later because you don't get it there. They give you one and you take it up there and you show it off, but that's not the one.
That's the dummy one.
Yeah, that's a pretend one.
So the one I got, I take it home and I go, mira, ma, and my eyes are all watery and everything, and I just, you know, the sentimiento. Y la abro de la caja and it comes out and it's gold. And I go, mira, ma, el Grammy que gané. Le hace, qué bonito. Le hace, ponlo arriba de la televisión.
Well, hell yeah. That way she'll see it every time she's watching her favorite programs. Ahí está arribita lo que hizo mi hijo, papá.
My mom is just something else. She recently asked me for an iPhone.
See, yeah. Did you get her the iPhone or not?
No. I haven't had time. Me pasó un chorro de cosas, man. You know, and I've been trying to get some things going before I head out to Mexico again. I have to go do promotion. I told her I might as well say it. I lost my passport. I left it on a flight when we went to Florida. So I was today out trying to get all organized with that. Y le dije a mi mamá, mañana te levanto para que vayas conmigo al funeral, al entierro, ¿verdad? He goes, oh, okay, mijo, pues yo pensé que ibas a venir hoy, ¿verdad? But I'm gonna go buy her the new iPhone. I don't think she's gonna be able to understand it because I gave her an iPad that was like this big, and I would FaceTime her, and she'd never pick up, bro.
Yeah.
And then when I went to go see her, and I told her, Mom, dije, ¿qué pasó, Mom? Te estaba llame. Pues yo no le entiendo esta cosa, nomás está pi. And so,
Pues enséñale ahí, tú siéntete con
bro,
ella y enséñale.
I have
bro.
videos. I have videos on my phone, like where I'm showing her, and I write down notes, and it's hard. She goes, pues yo quiero uno como el tuyo, pero que no sea el tuyo. Dije, chivos.
No quiero hand me down.
I know,
She
I know.
has a flip phone todavía. So, saludo para todos mis amigos que tienen a sus papás que todavía tienen ese celular del open it up.
Pues
and-
el diamante, mi
Yeah.
jefe, vato, mi jefe, ahí en San Antonio.
Yeah.
Vale.
He has
And
one.
you know what? I mean, to me, like, the iPhones are, you only use a certain amount of things in the iPhone. There's so many things you could do with it.
Oh, yeah.
It's like having a brand new car with all the gadgets. Like, all I need is drive and the blinker and the AC and the radio, bro. That's I mean, I really don't.
Yeah.
But,
You know what? Here's an idea for iPhone. Chinga. Ya que los están viendo. How about you make an iPhone for our grandparents and our parents, you know? Think about it. Make something simple for them. Something they can manage, something that they can work with. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people don't like complicated things.
what do you think they could do?
Brought to you by PVT.
I mean, what could they do? I mean,
You know, make it more simpler. You know,
User-friendly.
Take away, more user friendly. How's my mom? How would my mom be able to set up an iCloud and all that stuff? You know, it's just.
I know, right? Do you have to put an iCloud together
mean,
in order
you-
to get that
you-
phone working?
You
Yeah,
were
you
literally
do.
complaining about it before we started the show. You say, "Hey, give me ¿dónde está mi iCloud? Yo no sé qué tengo."
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, they could just make just a basic iPhone
Yes,
that doesn't
there's
require
an idea.
iCloud or all this syncing and everything.
I'll take
It'd be
10%
simple.
royalty of this idea of mine.
No, but they want the iCloud to have all your information
Yeah.
and to hold it hostage. I mean, you got all your information. You got to pay them in order to access it, and if you don't pay them, they'll lock you out of your iCloud, and then you got to pay them to get all your stuff. And then
listen.
there's been hackings that go into the iClouds of some celebrity phones.
Yeah.
They hack into the iCloud and they pull out all these naked pictures and they start floating them around. I mean, it's really hard to have some sort of security thing. I mean, like, do you bank with your phone and do you do all that with
Yep.
your phone? Do
Everything.
you make all your payments with your phone and all that stuff?
Yeah, it's like whenever you leave your phone anywhere, you feel like you left a part of your body, like your organ. Or,
Oh, yeah, I know.
it's like
It's happened to me before.
immediately it feels like you're starting to lose oxygen and you get anxiety. And like,
Ajá.
my phone.
Te cagas,
Háblale al
Time.
restaurant.
Te cagas.
Y luego te pregunta tu partner, did you lock it? Did you lock it? Did you put a code in it?
Yeah, and you try to make yourself feel better by saying it's locked. They can't get into it. They can't get into it.
Yeah, yeah, they
Oh,
can't.
Don't
maybe
worry.
they can, right?
Y luego dices, don't worry, lend me your phone. Let me do the iPhone search. I'll erase all my data from here.
Guys. But it's in the cloud, so.
Yeah, it's in the cloud, bro. That's a thing, bro. I mean, it's like, the social media stuff. How much time do you spend on social media per day, dude?
I was going to
Me?
ask that.
Yeah.
I spend about not social media. I spend about anywhere from 5 to 8 hours a day, and it's basically because a lot of people don't know, but I'm the one that works all of our content on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram, on my personal one.
Do you like doing that?
It's not so much that I like doing it. I think it's a stress reliever for one, but I think that if you want something done right, you got to do it yourself.
That's the
And-
thing, right? You don't want anybody else handling it because you're going to see something that's uploaded by somebody else that you're hired, and then you're not going to like it.
No.
They can probably put something together and pass it by you before they upload it.
No,
right?
as a matter of fact, we just recently, like about 2 months ago, we have two people helping us right now with their social media because it's too much for me.
Es mucho carnal.
Yeah, but I do have to constantly be creating content, you know. Like my phone, it's got like 10,000 videos, or I don't know what's in there, but I'm the one that has to, at the end of the day, approve of what goes on, the pictures, the videos. I have to approve of it because we carry a certain brand, right? And that brand is
Yeah.
that brand is
protect it.
That brand is Signal, and I don't, I have to be real careful with the things that get uploaded
Yeah.
And it's just a lot of work, bro. I mean, we haven't even really kicked off our TikTok. But
I've seen some stuff on the TikTok that looks good.
That's mine though. That's mine. You know, but I that's next on my list of things to do. You know, just start putting things on our TikTok content video.
Oye, pero tú y Lucky Joe, bro, you're neck and neck on those pinches videos. Pinche Lucky Joe putting you on the video cuando estás todo mandado con la anesthesia de la dentista y que la chica.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he'll be looking at you and you're across the table and he puts that filter on your face, dude. And I'm like, pinche Lucky Joe, that's funny as hell, man.
You know what's it's funny you say that. He posted up a video after he was here on your show. Funny you said that. Let me see. He wanted to make fun of me because I had lost my keys, right?
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find it.
Well, you look for it. Let's go to Felicia.
No, I found it.
Oh, okay, you found it? All right, okay.
Yeah, I found it. Give me 1 second.
Let's do it. All right, I'm on it.
Here he goes.
So, ¿lo vas a poner on the camera o qué, Dad?
I want you to just take a listen to it.
Oh, órale, vamos a ver.
It's on. The car's on. Yes, which I'm telling you that we...
Hold on.
Turn the phone towards the camera. Maybe you can see it.
Wait. Yeah. It's on. The car's on. Yes, which I'm telling you that if we leave, if the keys are somewhere outside or something... Let me look for them. Why are you recording? Because you are always like this, bro. You always lose everything. And this is to document the fact that you do. What the hell is this? Wait, why are you even talking? What do you have back there? Hey, you know what? ¿Qué es eso? Wow, that's awesome. Oye, así. Se me hace que es así.
It's coming. It's coming. Listen.
You know, what the heck? ¿Qué es esto? ¿Qué es?
Is that a banana?
No banana.
Oh my God.
But listen.
Hey. Yo quiero saber que anoche que tuviste en una entrevista porque dijiste que tú cortas el zacate. ¿Qué chingón me saliste? ¿Qué chingón me saliste? Yo con el plátano, tú con el zacate, cabrón. I said we are all human. You know, just because we're artists doesn't mean that we don't cut the grass and we don't. Wait, that's all wait a second. What did you say? What did you say on the interview last night that you were on? I said we're all human. We're regular people, even though we're artists. No, I'll tell you exactly what you said. I can go back and get it. You said, you know, I cut the grass. I said, Lucky cuts the grass.
Lucky does not cut the grass.
Oh my God.
He said that here on
Yes,
PVT.
he was here, and the next day he's me echa mosca, bro. Me echa mosca porque pierdo las llaves. I lose everything, bro.
Why?
That's not good.
Because of all the content I create.
Yeah.
That's
No,
true.
it is.
No,
Your
it is.
mind's running 100 miles an hour.
And you know what? It causes short attention span.
Yeah, so I'm looking for my keys and then just weird things happen. Like I happen to have tengo un mariachi hat in the back of my car.
What is that
And a
for?
rock banana.
Me lo regalaron en Matehuala when we went to go play at a palenque over there. Me lo regalaron, ¿verdad? Y Lucky, he likes to get me up against a corner where people were like, I don't feel comfortable, so he busts out his phone when he knows I'm not comfortable.
Yeah.
He said, and what's this? And he starts recording because he already saw the banana.
Cabrón.
Yeah, he already saw the banana. Y me quiere agarrar el puro pedo. Y le dice, hey, let's see what's going on. To document that you lost. Le dije, why don't we document the fact that you don't cut the grass, cabrón?
Oh.
We're all human. We cut the grass. No, you don't. I cut the grass.
Bro, I don't even know why you guys don't even have a reality TV show already, dude.
You
I mean,
should.
they should put cameras in your place.
No.
He's living there with you.
No.
You know, he's going through the divorce. Put cameras in there. And, you know, it can all be scripted. That looks like it could have been scripted, right? I mean, right?
No.
Nah, dude.
Especially the
scripted.
banana thing. right?
Trust me. It's
Did you
not-
see the banana? The
So,
banana looked really bad.
Look, like there's another one. One time we were driving, and I don't know what we were talking about. He was driving me to my mom's house, and we're driving to my mom's house, and he's saying something on his TikTok, and then or he was recording me, and then in the middle of it, I get so sidetracked, bro. I go, ¿miraste eso? And he goes, ¿qué era? Le dije, ¿un caballo? Pues, bro, there was a loose horse running across the street. And then so we pull over. We pull over on the side of the road, and I take out because some girl was trying to chase the horse down. So I go and I chase the horse down, and I try to chase the horse down, And then I come back, and he goes, "What were you doing?" He goes, "Pues le estaba ayudando." Le dije, I said, "Ride a horse, save a cowboy."
Yeah,
no sé qué fregados dije. I said it all backwards.
Save a horse, ride a cowboy.
Save a horse, ride a cowboy. Hey, how did you know that, Felicia?
Yeah,
Save a
mija.
horse, ride a cowboy.
Go. You're grounded.
Yeah, bro, but you know what? We it's good, man. It's good.
Yeah, man.
Lucky will be the first to tell you, man. Si no hubiera venido a la casa, primero que todo es una bendición tener un buen amigo y tener un compañero a quien le puedas ayudar, you know. I feel that he was going to go to a dark place if he hadn't gone to my house. Y yo era el que lo regañaba, le decía, don't go out and don't do this. Y ahorita anda bien enfocado en su música, so felicidades para él. He went with me this weekend to Florida, and we had sold out shows, man. And I gave him todo, le di el lugar, le di el espacio para que se subiera. And he got up there and he performed in front of sold out shows, man. And when he came back home, he came back inspired, man. And this is what I try to tell people, bro, is de que we have to help each other. Desafortunadamente in the Tejano music, there's a lot of greed, bro.
Pues es que everybody's trying to get the light, bro. And
yeah, but you know how
some people are afraid to give it to somebody else because it's going away from them, and
you know what?
It's insecurities, bro. That's what it is.
But it's not supposed to be like that.
It's not.
Here's a true story. I'm not gonna name the artist. I'm gonna tell you. I said this story on with Johnny Ramirez, and everybody was asking who. Don't ask me because I'm not gonna tell you.
Okay.
So we were somewhere. This is this year.
Okay.
Or last year. I don't remember. I think it was this year.
Okay.
And we were at the venue. And I told this guy, man, I idolize you and I look up to you. And what this artist didn't know is that we were running late. In the morning, something happened within the axle of the
vehicle of the bus. Oh.
So we were supposed to leave at 1 at night. At 1 a.m. and we ended up leaving like at 9 a.m.
Oh my goodness.
Y íbamos por tráfico in Austin and then entering Dallas.
Stress.
So we got there like last minute. We got there last minute. And I tell him, hey, so we start playing the song on stage because we're running late. And I get it, man. I get it from their point of view. It looks like
You're being unprofessional.
No, not only that, it looks like we just don't care about their time.
Yeah.
But we do, but we have to have our sound check first, you know? So we get our sound check and I say, hey, come sing a song with us. And instead of singing a song, he goes outside. I said, okay.
Yeah.
So then we play the song anyways, and I'm just mumbling the song because I don't know it.
Yeah.
You know, so then I go outside, and Chris Perez is there, and Carlos Miranda, saludos para Dios. And we're standing there in a little huddle, and I go, hey, man, I just wanted to know if you would sing with us tonight. You know, and we were closing. Not that it matters. Will you sing with us tonight? He goes, no, es que me tengo que ir, que tengo trabajo, un compromiso mañana y que vamos para donde no, y que no sé qué. Le dije, okay. Le dije, and I just looked at him and I said, le dije, pero te vas, le dije, ¿puedo tocar la canción que sea la primera canción para que, I go, let's do content together. Y me dice, no, es que nomás acabando me van a pagar y me voy a ir. And I just looked at him and I said, neta. Those are my true words. So then.
¿Era mexicano el vato de México? ¿Era de aquí de Texas?
I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna. No.
I mean, that's not saying who it is. I mean, you know. I mean, just.
I don't know. I want to say he's from here.
He's a Mexican artist or a Tejano artist?
Tejano artist.
Oh, okay. So he's a Tejano artist.
So
I think I know who it is, babe.
Me too.
Yeah. I bet you I know. I can hit it. I know who it is.
If you guess, I'll tell you. I'll tell you yes or no. I'll give you one guess only.
I'm gonna write it down. All right.
Okay, write it down.
I'm gonna write it down and I'm gonna show it to you. All right.
Oh
shoot.
Oh hell no.
Órale, okay, all right.
Hell no.
Hey,
Hell
I
no.
can see the paper. Put it face down.
Way off.
Put it face down.
Okay, all right.
No. As a matter of fact, that guy that you just mentioned, he was a sweetheart with me.
Órale. Well, the thing is you're saying he's speaking just nothing but Spanish. So that's why I was wondering if he was that Tejano.
No. So then I'm standing there, and then I go to the bus, and I go, man, well that kind of sucked because I told my guys, I want you guys to learn this song and make sure you rehearse it. And we're on the bus practicing on our way to the show because right now my thing, Signal's thing, is to try to collaborate with everybody.
Yeah.
And everywhere I've gone, bro, me han recibido, like I've been just doing amazing things. We've been doing amazing things.
And it's good for both acts and both artists because the fan bases share each other.
Exactly. So here's the thing. I get on the bus and Chris Perez comes and he says he's sitting down with me and he's like, yeah, man, he's talking about other stuff.
I bet you somebody on the chat zone is going to guess who it is, Fish. and we'll ask you right now because you can contact Fish. You can talk to us, engage with us, and let us know what you're thinking. Just put it on the chat zone, and Fish is keeping track of everything, so we'll ask Jesse any questions you want. Go ahead. Sorry about that,
okay.
bro.
so then I'm sitting in the bus and Chris Perez is sitting next to me. And then Carlitos comes in, Carlos Miranda. He goes, bro, they did you dirty, bro.
I can already hear him.
Pinche Carlitos le gusta echar chingo de
Stirring the
aceite.
pot. Stirring the pot.
Llegó Carlitos con el galón de gas. Échale la lumbre.
Y le hace Carlitos, bro, they burn you, bro. Y le hace Chris, Carlos, stop being the instigator, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, stop it. Le hace Chris Perez, stop it, bro. Just stop. He goes, Jesse, don't listen to him. He goes, Jesse, don't listen to him. And I'm like, I go, what do you mean? He goes, they burned you, bro. They did you dirty. And I said, why? What happened? He goes, man, the bad part is that you looked at him in the eyes and you said, neta. And I go, what happened? He goes, you know where they're playing tomorrow? And I said, no. He goes, here in the same city. And I said, neta. Man, bro.
Oh my God.
Dije, qué triste, hombre. Y ¿sabes qué? Aún y así le deseo mal.
Does that bother you a lot or no, bro?
No,
come
bro.
on, bro.
No,
just
no,
blow
no.
it off, right?
No. Look, I don't get bothered, bro. Here's the thing, is that I mean it with all my heart when I say this person was a part of my life, and this person is part of who made me who I am. Like, he inspired me. I would go see him at the shows, and I would be like, just draw my jaw.
¿Qué chingas será, babe?
My
I don't know.
Norteño?
No, he said Tejano.
Tejano. That's right, Tejano.
My jaw would drop like this, and I would just be looking. And I even told him, and
¿Y te habló en español o en inglés?
stop, Rock. Just stop already. So anyways, so then Chris goes, he goes, Carlos.
If this is the guy, I won't say anything.
No, never,
This
bro.
one?
Right.
No, you guys are all wrong. No.
Wait, hold
Oh
on.
my God.
Hold on. What about this one?
No.
Oh, 'cause
He's not going to say.
That's what they're
No,
saying. They're saying that in the chat. That's why.
No.
What are they saying in the chat?
And no, it's not Joe Lopez.
Oh, look, let's go to Fish Felicia.
Just so you know, let me tell you what, Joe Lopez was a class act with me.
Es todo,
Wow,
carnal.
that's awesome.
My brother had passed away, and when my brother Lucio Turner passed away, hasta se me hace un pinche nudo en la garganta. Me dijo, Joe, esa canción se la quiero dedicar al hermano de Jesse Turner, Lucio Turner, que en paz descanse. ¿Por qué, Dios mío? Dime por qué.
Damn.
Y luego me dice, damas y caballeros, quiero presentar un buen amigo mío. And I just made him so happy, bro. And when you have good intentions and good things in your heart, good things happen.
Yes.
Me dice Joe Lopez, come on over. Yeah, and me dice, don't do that to me, bro.
You're gonna make it.
This guy, I don't like you right now. He sang that
This
song.
song is amazing, bro.
He dedicated that song to my brother. Stop it. Lower it. Stop it.
I want to hear it, bro. It's awesome. What's wrong with it?
Amaneciendo el día,
What a magical voice, no?
me desperté llorando, porque toda la noche soñé que estaba en ti.
Wow.
I'm gonna take these off.
What a great song.
I'm gonna take these off. This guy likes making. He wants me to cry.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Nah, man, you know
You're
what?
talking about a story. You mentioned Joe Lopez. I'm playing the song that you're talking about because
Yeah.
there's a lot of people out in the audience that might have never heard the song. You know, so I'm just giving them a little taste of it. It's a beautiful song.
Yeah.
folks.
So I was outside and I was looking at him and I was bawling, dude. I was crying. And then he said, I want you to come sing Ayer y Hoy con nosotros. And then I get on stage and I could not believe it. The next thing I heard was Ayer y Hoy.
Let me get that for you.
And he brings me up on stage.
And I love the original version. There's two versions to it.
Yeah. He goes, ladies and gentlemen, Jesse Turner. And I started off. Nah, hombre, bro.
Yeah.
Estaban las nubes.
Yeah. Wow, man.
Wow.
Is that on video somewhere?
Yeah, I think it's on YouTube, man.
Oh, see?
It's
Yeah,
on
look
YouTube.
it up. And where was this at? What
This was in Midland, Odessa.
Midland, Odessa. Was it that
Yes.
festival they do over there? or what?
No, bro, it was at La Hacienda.
La Hacienda.
Yeah, man, I gotta tell everybody this story.
What a duo, right? What a
Yes.
show.
Hey.
Signo and Maz, dude.
Hey.
And Joe Lopez.
Hey,
Yep.
and talk because I'm gonna show you guys a picture.
Well, you know what? Let me go to Felicia because we got to say hello to our friends, Roadie's Country Fried Chicken and Eagle Pass. These guys are amazing. Whenever you play in Eagle Pass, Jesse, Rick called me this morning early, 5 a.m. I wake up at 4:30 in the morning, and there's text from Rick at about 1 a.m. And he said, hey, cuando esté, Jesse, dile que me hable, dale mi número, and I'll take some gizzards and some fried chicken. And it's the best, Jesse.
It is.
It is great, man.
Yeah.
And you got to take the whole band over there serving Eagle Pass. It's 1985, and they got fried chicken, fish and shrimp, hot dogs, and chicken fried steak located 1910 El Indio Highway. The fastest drive-through in Texas. Call in your order, 830-773-9189. Look at the chicken band. It's delicious. It's so...
No, keep talking.
Felicia, are there any questions or any type of comments on the chat zone?
Yeah, they
Felicia?
all want to know who it is.
Yeah, we got some shout outs. Shout out to Rena Perez from Freer. It's her birthday today. Happy birthday.
Happy
from
birthday.
Aurora Perez.
Happy birthday to you.
And we've also got Destiny Sosa. She just wants to see how Jesse's doing.
All right.
She goes, I just want to know how's Jesse doing. And we have a question. We do. I can't pronounce the username. I'm sorry. I think
Before you get to the question, what name were they putting up there as a Tejano guy that was that did Jesse wrong, man?
you want me to say?
That's
You want
what I
me to
wanna
just
know,
say
man.
them?
Yeah, say the names.
Okay. There was a lot of Joe Lopez.
Okay, no, it wasn't
There
Joe.
was Ramirera.
Okay, Ramirera.
Then there was Oscar from La Mafia.
Okay, no, that's not him.
And then there was, I believe it was the singer from Duelo.
Ivan? Oscar Ivan?
Oscar Ivan was one of them.
Okay.
Marco Orozco, yeah.
But Oscar Ivan Duelo isn't considered Tejano, though. They're not considered Tejano, so...
Yeah, they're not considered.
Yeah, but since Jesse was speaking in like very well Spanish, right? Like the guy was talking very well the Spanish. I said, okay, it's got to be a Spanish dude, right? But anyway, you got 10,000 photos inside your iPhone there, right?
Yeah. So here's one. Hold on, I'm looking for it. Wait.
Yeah.
That's me. That's so cool.
That is so cool.
And you know what's
That's awesome. Where was this again, you said?
This was in Midland, Odessa.
Midland, Odessa.
So here's
right.
a picture that I want to show everybody.
Arrimas el picture, lo puedes arrimar
Yeah.
a la camera para que todos lo vean en el...
I am. Look, so I went up to Joe Lopez y lo agarro las manos porque, look, I don't care for negativity. I have a grand respect for what he's done for the music industry.
I have the same feeling on that.
So this is me. Hopefully you guys can see. Look at that picture of me. I'm trying to get away from the
Yes.
light.
Yeah, we can see.
Let me see.
Right there. Right there. Right there. Right there. Mm-hmm.
So as I'm going down, I grab the guy's hand and I put it here as a sign of respect.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
What I wasn't expecting,
Was the backlash.
was for him to do that.
Oh my God.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
That's awesome, man. I've been wanting to see if Joe would come into the show, man.
Wow.
I'd love to sit down
That
with
is
him
awesome.
and interview him and talk about his
How did you feel when he
childhood
did
and all
that?
that growing up. man.
How did you feel when he did that?
I thought it was like the most honorable thing that he could do.
Yeah.
I mean,
got chills.
this is an icon, legend, and regardless of what anybody says, you know, a mí me dio el respeto, and you know, and it was just interesting, man. So no, it wasn't these guys, but when you asked me how did I feel, I mean, even Joe Lopez took advantage of the fact that I told him, hey, let's do something together. I'd love to do something with you guys. He's like, yeah, man, let's do it. So during the day, a ver, I'm looking for it. So during the day, when he was doing when he was doing his sound check, it all started there, right? And they said, "Hey,
let's do a song together."
yeah, this is the one that I didn't put on social media.
Laura.
With yours truly, Jesse Turner.
Wow.
Wait. Here it comes. If you're at home, sing it. Bro.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
What an
I
amazing
know.
catalog of music Jimmy and Joe put
Look
together.
at this video, never seen before.
Okay, action. Here with Chris Perez, the legendary Joe Lopez. It's an honor for us. It's an honor for me. It's an honor for me. I'm with that words, Chris. What do you want to say?
Man, this dude is the voice of my childhood for sure.
Yeah.
I love it. I can't wait to hear him tonight.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
Definitely, Joe and Jimmy were the soundtrack to many people's lives with their music, and it touched so many people. Joe, if you're watching the show, man, come on by, hang out with us, and let's talk about your history, dude. I mean, your musical and professional history. It's amazing. It's una trayectoria, and it's like, it was Tejano. I mean, it's like.
But a lot of people got it wrong, just, you know.
Yeah. So.
I see a lot of names. No, you guys are all wrong. And I'm not going to say no.
It's one of them.
Yeah.
You know what? The one that Rally just put up?
Yeah, this one?
Yeah.
Nope.
I know. I was like,
But no, because he's talking all Spanish.
I know, but still.
And that artist doesn't talk Spanish. It's
Well.
English.
Just stop.
You
Stop.
know? And even if we did hit it on the nail, Jesse's not going to say that's it.
Yes, he will. He'll
No,
say
he
it.
won't.
I won't.
He won't tell
No,
us.
look, first of all, I'll give you this much of a clue. You have not mentioned his name. Period.
Okay.
And we're gonna end it there. And let's
Fair.
just let me tell you this.
Fair.
I swear, I promise you, I'm not gonna give the name, but let me tell you something. I know that somebody's gonna tell you because there was your band members there. I'm gonna tell you something that I still look up to you, even though you didn't come out and join us. And it's cool, man. I have no hatred towards anybody. If anybody, I still got nothing but love for you, and I hope that one day we can actually make it happen, because that's the way it's supposed to be. I went to Zapata, Texas. Los Huracanes del Norte me invitaron. Hey, vente, canta una canción con nosotros.
Wow.
And we came to see Bronco here in McAllen. Bronco brought me up on stage.
What?
They said, "Come on, vente."
And Jesse does the same. I mean, with artists. He put me on stage.
I was going to say he put you on
Yeah.
stage.
In Alice, Texas.
Mhm,
Remember
you
we
sang-
did Volver?
Yeah, and you did tragos.
you
No, you did volver.
We did Volver.
Yeah.
Remember that long Volver that I held?
Ay, come on.
It was like, I mean, seriously, ladies and gentlemen.
Y volver.
Yeah, I started, whoa, and I left that, I kept that, and then I walked out to the bathroom and went and made a sandwich and ate a brisket sandwich.
Went
And
into
then I
the
came
bus,
back
and the voice stayed there.
Caught it again.
Volver.
Yeah, but you had probably like 9,000 people in front of you, and it was like a wave of kept the note going. But that was my freaking highlight of my life right there, for sure.
The idea, Rock, is to help each other out, man. Like that's the whole point of this. Like, there is no competition. For me, there isn't.
Nowadays, it's like everybody should help everybody because it's a networking thing.
Yep.
It's called networking.
Especialmente ahorita, como te estaba comentando. This is the first time, by the way, in the history of Signo, after 22 years of Signo being together, I had a chance to meet Bronco, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they said, "Hey, I'm a very honest guy, man." I told them, "Hey, I want to record YouTube video content for you guys, for the guys from Bronco."
Mm-hmm.
I told them, I'm gonna take my camera and I want an all access pass so I can work. Are you listening to me?
Yeah.
I said, I'm gonna work.
Yeah. Roadie.
I'm gonna work.
Te conecto los amps y la chingada.
No,
No, video.
I said, I'm gonna create a whole video journal of you being in McAllen, Texas. I want an all access pass so I can record. The night before Bronco gets here, llega Rene, which is Lupe's son, and I take him to a restaurant here to I don't know, I'm not gonna have the name, but sushi. Right, we went to go eat sushi, and as we sat down, I started telling him a story, and he freaks out. He freaks out with the story, and then so the next day I tell him, hey, mañana, le dije, hey, mañana, no necesito no all access pass porque voy a trabajar. Le dije, los quiero grabar y los voy a subir les voy a hacer un canal, les voy a hacer una content, ¿verdad?
Contenido.
Sí, contenido. Les voy a hacer un contenido. Son eso que me hablan. They call me like around 5 o'clock. ¿Qué onda, compadre Jesse? ¿Dónde estás? Aquí en la casa. Le dije, ¿ya estoy listo? Le dije, ya tenemos todo listo. Nomás que vente vestido porque vas a cantar con nosotros. And I'm like, okay. Le dije, ¿a cuál vas a cantar? Me dicen,
que no quede huella. Que
no. Era la de El tiempo que duró nuestro amor.
Oh, yeah.
That song.
Tú me hiciste feliz.
Sí, nunca voy a olvidarte.
Está bruta la rola esa.
By Bronco. If you haven't heard it by them. And he goes, ¿vas a cantar esa? He goes, y cuando llegues te tengo una sorpresa. So I get there and he wants me to, and I'm telling his dad the story. Y me dice, a ver, ¿cómo vamos a presentar la segunda canción? A ver, mi Jesse, dime cómo, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm standing before them, and they're super tall, bro. They're like about all your height.
Really?
And I'm super short.
Sí.
I'm like a pony compared to guys from Bronco. Pony with Bronco. So les digo, so here's the story. Le dije, fíjese, Lupe, que en el año 2001, ¿verdad? Cuando empezó Signo, o el año 2000, cuando empezamos nosotros, grabamos nuestro primer disco donde viene Pero Háblame, la canción de Está Lloviendo, En Dónde Andarás, ¿Cómo Puede Ser? Venían todas, y 7 de esas canciones eran mías. Y una canción era de Ricky Naranjo, del que cantaba El Coco Rayado para Rubén Vela. Era una de él, y me faltaban 2 canciones. Y dije, bueno, voy a grabar la de Golpes en el Corazón, de Los Tigres del Norte, y la otra va a ser La Regañona del grupo Bronco.
Órale.
And they all stayed looking at me like, ¿a poco? So, bro, 22 years later, after I recorded that song, I never imagined they would be inviting me to their stage to sing this song.
Wow.
Yeah. Who would have thought, bro?
And it was amazing. It's on YouTube. Type in Signo Bronco or Jesse Turner Bronco.
Let's go to Felicia. This is brought to you by Joe's Master Service Center, proudly serving the local Edinburgh, Texas area for over 50 years. Joe understands that getting your car fixed or buying new tires could be overwhelming. Jesse, have you ever got any issues with your vehicles, bro? Go talk to Joe, man. Joe will take care of you. 956-383-1882. Joe'sMaster.com, right in the heart of Edinburgh, Texas. You give him a call, man. That guy, you go to Joe's Master Service, you deal with Joe, man, because he's always there and he's ready to help you out. And he'll go get you wherever you're at as well if your car is stalled anywhere in the Rio Grande Valley. He also has tires, so if you need tires, as a matter of fact, I think I got to go see him for the Versa, babe, because my brakes are kind of squeaking on that
Really?
Versa that I'm driving, you know?
It was probably after I drove it
Probably
for 2 days.
Yeah. So Felicia, what do you got in there with for Jesse? Any questions?
Yeah, we got a couple of comments first. Yesenia Vasquez, she's like, I love his music and I love the past interviews with him. Brianna Guzman, Jesse, we love you. Araceli Vasquez from Conroe, Texas. Jesse has put my daughter Allie on stage. Allie Vasquez. And then we have some shout outs. Ricky Rodriguez, shout out to Signo from Eagle Pass. Can't wait to see them in our Noches Mexicanas festival.
Saturday we'll be there.
And then Edward J. Hernandez, shout out to Jesse and the guys, always showing us love with estilo. Tell us a story about the bus running over the Spike Strip getting back to Crystal City.
Holy smoke. What happened there?
He said, tell us the story about the bus running over the Spike Strip when you were going to Crystal City.
I wasn't there.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't on the bus, but I think what happened was they had set up the spikes for somebody that was like the cops were trying to chase, and our bus ended up getting it.
Oh, no.
All the tires.
Todas las llantas.
Did they pay for it?
Of course.
Okay,
That's
good.
$4,500, dude. Something
Oh, my
like that.
God. I was going to say.
Damn, I bought tires for the bus. Hijo de
I
su-
know.
Yeah, we ran right over the spot. They were expecting somebody else. The bus.
Sales del tire shop bien adolorido del Chiqui Snyder.
Big
cuando-
time.
Let me tell you a different story, one that people don't know. Here's one of Rabbit. Rabbit is el hijo de Rubén Vela. He was driving our bus in Chicago.
Uh-huh.
The guy thought that the bus would go under the bridge. And I was asleep in the bed, and all I heard was paz, paz. Se llevó los 2 ACs from the top of my roof of the bus.
The overhead
man.
AC.
And then I looked up.
My God.
I looked up, and you could see the sky.
Hijo de su.
Oh my God.
Pinche sunroof bruto.
Wow. Are you sure it wasn't Rock driving the bus?
Bro, I'm
just kidding, babe. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I like how you get offended real quick. There's some type of story there because I saw her like.
No, hey, carnal, let me tell you, I've had a few incidents, pero nothing major.
No.
Pero pues, it doesn't have to be major para que te salga un pinche desmadre en el mero Chiqui Schneider con un boss, carnal.
This happened in Chicago.
Oh my
Se los llevó the ACs went. Saludos para Rabbit. ¿Qué onda, Rabbit? Saluditos, carnal. No me has hablado.
Oh, no, ma. And you know what? No, it couldn't have happened to anybody else but Rabbit, right?
Right.
I mean, that's a perfect guy to turn your bus into a sunroof and shit. Convertible, right? Y llegó Jesse al show. Oye, estos vatos son chingones. Tienen convertible bus. Carnal, echa la onda, qué bárbaro.
Hey, here's a funny part. It gets better. On our way back home, it's hurricane season. So we had to stop at a Walmart. And we had to get a ladder. We had to buy a ladder, and we had to buy a lona, and we just had to park because all the water was coming into the bus.
My God.
Estábamos con cubetas en el centro del hallway and in my room. Estaba dripping, bro. Estábamos en friega. We had to wait for it to stop raining.
Bro, we could have a whole show on just bus stories, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure.
Su carnal. I had hair before I bought my bus.
Now it's
And now look at me. I'm down to one little strip, man. And it's only halfway.
I know.
It only goes halfway.
A bus would do that to you.
Yeah, dude.
You know that was my. You know when people ask me, "Hey, what are your dreams, man?" You know, people always ask me that interviews. Oye, ¿y qué es lo que le falta a Signo? ¿Y qué son los sueños? ¿Qué eran los sueños tuyos como niño? You know what mine was? I'm probably sure it was the same one as you. You just wanted to be in a bus. I would go see La Tropa F when they had their two tour buses. David y Garza.
I know, bro.
When they would have when David y Garza had the 2 trailers on their bus,
bro.
and I would just sit in between, and I just like hearing the motors.
Yeah.
And I said, one day I'm gonna have a bus. One day I'm gonna have a bus. And when I was little, my mom would buy me the Greyhound bus. The ones that they would sell at the station, and I would paint it all white, and I would write my name on it, and all I ever wanted was a bus, and all I ever wanted to do was play in front of 300 people, not thousands, just 300 people, because I didn't know anything about like playing in huge places. I just wanted to play in campañas de la iglesia.
Yeah.
Estos festivales, they were huge, and my dream was to be in front but on the drums, not on the accordion.
Yeah.
On the drums.
Wow.
On the first video interview that I did with Jesse, you can go to our channel, our YouTube channel, hit the playlist, and go down to see Jesse Turner. And that interview is like, I think it's one of the most complete documentations of your story that's out there, bro.
Yeah.
To tell you the truth, I mean, I honestly think when I listen to it, I mean, everything. I mean, and we put video along with it where Jesse's playing drums with los hermanos Pesina.
Which, by the way, the last time he just recently passed away, el abuelito de Jacob. So
yeah, we have a picture of that, Jorge Pesina Sr. And nuestro pésame para toda la familia Pesina también de parte de
such a beautiful
nosotros.
person, such a beautiful life, such a beautiful person and such a beautiful life. And I mean, bien agradecido con toda la familia Pesina. You know, my son was inspired by all the Pesinas, and it's just this, el mundo da vueltas, carnal, y la vida no es para siempre.
Yeah.
That's why we got to take every day and just live the best to our ability and live with happiness and with no hatred, no greed.
Be nice.
Yeah.
It doesn't take much.
Yeah, man. You use this tool that God gave you, which is called the smile, and use and do everything with love.
Yeah.
And I promise you, when you start doing that, good things will happen to you, man. It's I think that a couple of years ago, I was in a dark place after my son's accident. For like 3-4 months, I was in a dark place.
I could imagine.
You know, I hated going out. I hated going anywhere. I everywhere I would go, told me, decían, how's your son? How's your son? How's your son? And it became so traumatic to me that I didn't want to answer it anymore. That I just stopped going out, and then I didn't want to take any more pictures. And everybody always sees one side of the.
They're looking from the outside in.
They're looking from the outside in, and when I get it. When they would see me, they would say, "Oh man, he thinks he's all that." But I promise you, Rock, that every time that I would say hello to somebody back in the day, hasta la fecha, y ya no me molesta. Pero antes no es que me molestaba, es que me dolía que me preguntaran, ¿cómo está tu hijo? Because I knew the state that my son, I knew the state that my son was in. And every time they would just say, ¿y tu hijo? ¿Y tu hijo? And how's your son? It would just, la cara se me cambiaba. And
but fans are genuinely, they generally care about you and your kids and all that.
They're genuinely sincere. But the artistic side of me wishes that I could just say the truth, and having to explain it to each and every single person was so complicated and so hard.
Well, that's traumatic as well.
Yeah,
You have to
dude.
repeat it over and over again.
Yeah.
I mean, me dijeron que I had PTSD. ¿Me entiendes? Para que puedas entender how this is. That's what I was living. So today, I'm okay with it.
How are you handling it?
I'm perfectly fine, bro.
Okay.
Mira, para que todo el mundo me pueda entender. Everybody wants to know how's Jacob. Hasta la fecha hoy me dijeron, y que Dios va a hacer un milagro. And I get it.
And for some people that don't know what happened, Jesse's son grew up and ended up performing in Jesse's band, one of the best musicians and a good-looking kid, and had everything going for him. And he had a tragic accident in a Mustang and
Charger.
And a Charger, and it was a life-changing experience. He is no longer capable of
doing a lot of things.
Yeah, taking care of himself, and and so Jesse, you were catapulted into a huge situation,
man.
And I can imagine it's a tough thing, man.
You know that after I left here, after I did the interview with you, and even after that, I had to see a psychiatrist. I had to see a psychiatrist for the first time
which is okay.
Yeah,
I mean, if you need to, do it.
Yeah, and I understood a lot of things once I spoke to the psychiatrist, and you have to let go of things. Everybody expects a miracle, but when everybody's holding on for a miracle and it doesn't happen, then they blame God.
But it's not actually letting go of things. It's just accepting. Acceptance is key.
That's where I'm going with it.
Yeah.
Like, in other words, I'm going to give you an example that I've given to many of my friends. If you're in a vehicle accident, right? Because there's some of you that are going to connect to this story. There's some of you asking, why did this happen to my son? Why did this happen to my daughter? Why is my mom going through this? And why? We always ask why.
And even more people now with the COVID thing that happened. A lot of people lost their family members as well. So, yeah.
So hopefully this will help you, give you some peace and some comfort. Or hopefully my words will pierce through your heart, and it'll touch you in a way that it'll help you understand things a little bit better. Look, for me, this is what it was like, and this is nothing but the truth. After my son's accident, I felt like I was in a dark place. I didn't know where I was going. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I was just confused. My melodies felt kind of dark. My album was even called Monstro. And I was talking.
And there's that video where you're in the car with your son, or somebody portraying your son, right?
Yeah, but that was way before.
Yeah,
that's weird.
That's crazy too, right?
It's weird. Yes, people have asked me that, and I just kill it. I don't want to talk about that video. I don't want to talk about that story. But I will tell you that, when the doctor tells you, I'm going to give you a different example. When a doctor tells you, we had to amputate your left arm, people can see the arm, and they tell you your arm has been amputated. Okay, let's say that, Rock, I tell you, Rock, your left arm is amputated, and you're laying there, and I tell you, but you know what, God, I mean you know what, Rock, if you have faith in God, God's gonna grow you another arm. Is it possible? For all things, God is possible. But in reality, we've never seen it happen. So for now, you have to accept the fact that you're never going to grow another arm. And that's what people have a hard thing understanding.
It's hard, man.
Very hard.
It's not easy.
I completely understand.
Sometimes it takes a group to help you.
Yeah, and for me, I totally understand what's going on with my son. People can't see my son's brain. People don't understand, and all people want is miracles. And I get it. Look, a miracle already happened. He's alive.
Has there been any progress?
No,
in his
there's no progress. There's no progress. it's like me telling you, is your arm growing? ¿Entiendes? Are the legs that you got amputated, are they growing again? No. But you know what I pray for? I pray for maybe sometime in the future that God will give man the knowledge to be able to reconnect my son. So maybe one day he can see all these interviews and all the music that we've created, all the things that he can outlive me.
The success that his dad has, you know.
And even if not, I've learned something more valuable. When I go and I see him that I don't like to see him, and I get criticized for it, and I really don't care what people think. When I see him, it kills me. You don't know what it's like. It's easy to always point, judge, say things, but you don't know what it's like to be in that room. All the props to his mother, Nina Pesina. I give you all the credit in the world because she's a strong woman and I'm not. I'm a broken person. Hasta la fecha. So it's hard for me to see him.
And then you have a career that doesn't make it any easier because you're always on the road, dude, and you're always recording. You're always doing photo shoots. You're always doing video shoots.
Yeah,
you're a constant worker. Do you sometimes think you overwhelm yourself with work and and everything you do around your work to try to not?
I purposely do it. I want to work. I don't want to be home. I want to be constantly working. I constantly want to be doing things. Because I only live once, So, when I go see my son, it's hard, man. It's hard. And a lot of people aren't going to understand it until they're living in my shoes. And there's people that it's hard for them to go see I see it myself. I would see people that wouldn't go see their mom or dad because they had dementia. And their mind is not there anymore. And these parents would be shouting, Jose, ¿dónde estás, mijo? Y nadie venía a ver a la señora. And then pasaban años and then she was gone. It's hard, man. No matter how you see it, it's not until you're in somebody's shoes,
man,
that you understand. I saw a lot, Rock, when I tell you that I saw a lot of things, I saw some incredible things. I saw miracles happen. I've seen amazing things happen. But sometimes those things won't happen to you because it's not written in the destiny of a father where his son had this accident. My son, he can't grow a certain part of his brain. And the brain is what controls everything.
Yeah.
And it's hard to get people to understand that. Do I have faith in God that maybe one day he'll get up? Yeah. I have faith, but I'm not going to be waiting for a miracle. Because it's like giving you the example of the arm. I have faith that maybe one day scientists will be able to, that God will give man the knowledge of being able to connect pieces of his brain to make my son just say yes or no.
It's just the hope.
It's hope,
Esperanza, bro. Everybody needs it. Everybody has it.
And it's necessary. Because you know what? I could have given up on God. I could have said, you know what? I don't believe in you. And I could have gone against it.
And then when something like that happens, you start questioning your career. You start questioning
God,
your history. What did I do along the way to deserve this and my son and all this and that? So, but you can dig your own hole, man, doing that. And
you can either what's the phrase go? You can either die. What is it? Oh man, you can die working hard. No, you can die being miserable, or you can die being happy. I think it's that one. I'm not too sure. It's from the movie Shawshank. I can't remember the quote.
So the Shawshank Redemption, I think, is the name of it. Maybe somebody at chat zone will know.
Yeah, it's a very beautiful quote. In other words, you have an option, man. You can live your life being miserable. You can die being miserable, or you can live trying to be happy.
Yeah.
And I choose to be happy and try to make the best of all my days. That's why when I see other bandsmen, I tell them, no me agüito. Yo les digo los huracanes, hey man, it's because of you guys. You guys inspired me to go buy 6 TVs before we had a giant screen. I said, you guys inspired me, and because of you guys, I saw you guys in aquí Rogelio, and les llevé barbacoa, bro. Yo les de aquí de Harlingen, and I went early to go see them play in the Jaripeo. And it's all about creating friends and creating memories. So we're about to go on tour with Bronco. It starts in the ending of April. Going to New York, going to Pennsylvania, going to North Carolina, going to Atlanta, going to Florida with them. And you're not talking about, I look at the schedule and it says arena. You know, they're Palladiums. I mean, they're giant. I mean, what are the odds of these things happening?
It's happening, man.
That's awesome.
And, you know, you've got a very great career that you've been working on for the longest time, since you were very small. And, you know, I know you grew up with the Christian thing and all that.
I still have God in me.
Do you ever? Have you ever recorded? Do you think you'll ever record an album that's gospel or anything like that?
Yeah, I want to record a. Man, it's crazy, bro. The day before days before El Hermano Pesina passed away, I sent a message to my son's uncles, which is who I played with, right? And I told them, hey man, you know what? We should record a Christian album de los cantos que cantaban nuestros padres, ¿verdad?
Yeah, dude.
And I told them, vamos a cantar nuestros cantos y vamos a dedicárselo a nuestros padres. Bro, 5 days later, falleció el hermano Pesina.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, bro.
Man.
But I still want to do it. And
I think it'll be good. I mean, Johnny from Los Palominos, he went gospel as well, right? He's recorded a gospel album, and you know, and I've always thought about you recording a gospel song, because you know, seeing what you grew up with.
I look, I'm so gonna do it, because I'm a firm believer in God. You know, but I don't get into religion because my religion is not your religion. There could be 1,000 people in the same building. I can promise you they're all gonna have different opinions. Well, when you're in a non-secular, venue, you know, with a non-secular crowd, right, or a secular crowd, actually, right? You know what?
Non-secular is when.
Look, at the end of every show, I pray for everybody.
Yeah.
And I tell them, it doesn't matter what religion you are. I said, I want to pray for you, and I want to pray that you get home safe. Let's pray for the people that don't have anything to eat tonight, for those people that are suffering. I say, let's pray for that God fills us with love and joy. I say, let's pray for God to put peace in the presidents of the hearts, so that we won't go to war. Let's you know, I do, and I mean it. I mean it. Porque estoy bien agradecido con Dios, con todas las cosas que él ha hecho conmigo.
Es todo, Dad. And ever since I've known you, you've always been like that, man, for the longest time. Even when you hit my Mustang with your van, bro. Chingame, desgraciate el brand new Mustang que tenía. Y dije, chinga, Diosito mío, mira nomás.
I could have left.
You thought about it. No, I'm just kidding.
My heart genuinely dropped. And I just looked at the car and I said, man.
La cagaste, bro.
I could have left. He would have never known me.
Never.
Yeah, I would have never known, bro.
But I went back inside like the man I am and I said, Rock, I hit your Mustang.
Dude, every time I see a van like that, I take a picture of it and send it to Jesse.
Really?
That's where he started.
Yes.
I remember that.
He started in a little, it wasn't a little van. It was like one of those, what do they call it? Econoline or something like that?
I don't know what it is.
But it was the vans with the big windows on the sides, you know, and
The rails,
and
I think it had.
captain chairs and shit.
The Jaime de Anda.
Yeah, dude.
Que traían dos Jaime de Anda. They had two of them.
Yeah.
But we had one.
Yeah. y no había nadie en el parking lot de mi apartment complex.
my goodness.
Y este vato ahí se parquea enseguida de mí, le mete un chingazo a mi Mustang. Chingazo, man.
And you know what you want to know what the crazy part is?
What?
I'm gonna tell you what the crazy part is.
Oh my.
Bet you didn't know. You know why I hit it?
Why?
Because I was so happy that I had spent time with this guy.
TLOSICO, bro.
It was the excitement.
Yeah.
The excitement.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell
Como
you.
le dices a Lucky Joe.
Funny things that he's laughing, and he really doesn't know the truth. The truth is that I was always stoked every time I would hang out with him, because I always saw him as a radio god, and I mean that with no, I'm serious,
Thank you, man.
No,
I appreciate that.
So every time I got to hang out with you, it was like, man, this guy has the #1 show in the valley.
Yeah.
So when I would get invited to Rock's house to go hang out with them, we talked about some crazy things.
Hey.
Hello.
Nos fuimos al pedo.
Of course.
And
íbamos en mi Mustang.
and I mean, every time I got to spend a moment with you, I'm going to tell you guys a different story. This is the very few people that I have a schedule that I have to follow, and you're talking about. I did about 50, 60 interviews all over the United States. A couple weeks ago, Lucky got to see it. I don't know how many interviews I did. And then Rock asked me, hey, when are you going to come do PVT with me? Every interview that we do has to go through our record label. And after it goes through a record label, it has to go through our road manager. And then it has to go through management. And with Rock, he calls me and he tells me, hey, man, when are you going to come to PVT? I said, I'm here.
Yeah.
And here I am.
Hey, I was gonna tell you.
So that's that same, with that, when I leave out of here, le voy a dar todo lo que ando en el carrito que ando.
The Versa. Thank God we didn't bring my car.
Íbamos a venir en el BMW de la Baby Doll.
No.
Pero le dije, no, vamos en el
Sí,
2009 Versa que tengo. Porque este vato viene y le mete un chingazo a mi carro. Pero anyway, I also wanna mention before I forget. I don't know what the bet was, but the loser had to paint his hair pink.
And
it was between me and Jesse. And he lost, man.
I did, man.
And I wish we had cell phones back then.
There's no pictures?
I think there might be some pictures out there, but they're not even on social media. This had to be like 2005. What was the bet, Jesse? Do you remember?
I don't remember.
But he had to show up to Que Pasa, and I had to paint his hair pink.
And he did.
You should have seen the pictures.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
And I had to perform with pink hair.
With pink hair. Oh my God. Oh, wow.
Let's go to the chat zone with Felicia, brought to you by the Green Hit, offering a natural alternative to stress and pain with various CBD-infused oils, lotions, edibles, the gummies. The gummies are amazing. Delta 8, Delta 9, even inhalants to combat and recuperate the body and mind. You've got amazing name brand bongs, pipes, and all accessories for smoking. Now, veterans, you're always welcomed, and they always have special discounts for you because they know veterans, and they've got this new product made by veterans in Austin, Texas, and it's just amazing. You got to give them a call at 956-666-9088 or 956-591-0114. They have the most knowledgeable staff in the industry. A shout out to Hector, Louie, and Javi from the Green Hit, and the perfect place for relaxing the mind and spirit in an all-natural way. Check them out on Facebook and Instagram, and they are located in Far and Mission, Texas. These guys are the best it is. The Green Hit Smoke Shop. What do we got on the chat zone, Felicia?
We have a couple questions. So I can't pronounce the second part, but Travieso, he's asking, what is the meaning of signo? Is there like a meaning behind
There
name?
wasn't when we first started. When we first started, we just looked in the dictionary. I sent you a picture. Did you get it? I don't know if you have it, but I put a picture of the first name of the band.
Yeah, we have it.
Yes,
it's a newspaper right there.
I want you to read that. ¿Qué dice?
What does it say? Read it, baby.
Jesse Turner on accordion sets the beat for Sinome.
Sinome?
Sinom.
Sinom. S-I-N-O-M.
Everybody always wants to know what was the first name of the. Nobody believes me.
Sinome.
And I tell everybody, yeah, that was our first name before signo. It was Sinom.
And what does that mean?
Sin nombre. Hey, and we had business cards with the little man going like this. That's such a story,
I'm trying to say it all fancy. Sinome.
Sin nombre.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's introduce Sinome.
From the coast to coast.
Oh my God.
From
From the northern hemisphere to the southern hemisphere. Sinom.
Any more questions on their fish?
Yeah, we have a few. Does Jesse drink?
Do I drink? Occasionally. This year, last year I had one time where I got super rock starred.
Ooh.
What do you mean rock starred?
Uh-oh.
Like
Explain.
Energy?
I drank.
Oh, you got drunk.
I got I don't drink because
And how many? 3 or 4 beers or what?
He forgot.
Bien lightweight, Jesse. No,
Right?
no, actually
Un pinche mofle.
No.
Petite.
No, actually no. Actually you got it wrong. Actually I'm an animal to drink. Actually I could probably outdrink you.
No.
I promise you. Because I have a high tolerance for alcohol.
No me conoces, Dario. Y no me empieces porque olvídate.
With those
So last year when I drank, here goes the story. I hate you sometimes. So Chris was coming to perform with us in Brownsville. And I had heard all these stories of Chris Pettis, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I said, you know what? I want to go there. I want to be able to write a book one of these days and say that I got Chris super drunk, because I'm being honest with you. Anybody that knows me knows that I am a monster drinking. But I don't drink to drink. I drink to teach people a lesson. Like I can take 10 shots in the first 5 minutes. Y no me pasa nada. I just honestly have a different story. Just real quick, I'm gonna go back and come back in. I had to have some surgery done. I woke up an hour out of the anesthesia, and the you know what the nurse said? She goes, "Are you awake?" And I said, "Yeah." "Oh my God, you're not supposed to be woken up from an hour from now." Estaba despierto.
Yeah.
And they freaked out, and then they went, "A ver, ¿qué es tu nombre?" And I said, "Jesse." "Your last name Turner." Anyways, now we come back to the Chris story.
Puro pinche Dr. T's, papa.
I just couldn't. I don't know. That's some people. For me, it happened.
And then?
So then I said, I want to be able to one day write a book, and I want to be able to say that I outlasted Chris Perez. So I told Chris, "We want to drink, Chris." He goes, "Give me a bottle of this, give me a bottle of that." So I had it on the bus. So bro, I started giving Chris shots.
We have video of that.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
Is it the video or the picture?
Oh, it's a picture.
My God.
It's a picture. There it is. and so...
How do you find
So,
these
pues ya sabes,
things?
carnal. Aquí tenemos
That had
pinche
to-
crack staff de madre.
That had
Research team?
Research
be
team.
Carlitos.
Pues
It
tú
was.
sabes, el instigator, carnal.
Let me see that
Carlito.
again.
I will.
Let me see that again. Oh my
A
God.
ver, Chris es puro Guns N' Roses,
No,
carnal.
mira,
Cállate la boca, shut up.
mira. No, se puso los glasses nomás para tomar el vato.
Sí, no, pues,
Anyways,
he
so
doesn't
yeah.
want it splashing in his eyes.
He asked for that Jack Daniels, right? And I said, all right. So we get on stage, and bro, they're just bringing us shots, and I'm like, here you go. And he's playing his guitar. I actually have a video of that, bro. It's funny, and I'm taking more than him because I want to show him what's up.
Isn't it?
I want to show Chris Perez what's
Oh,
up.
my
Let him know. He's like, yeah, that's right. I see. It's like,
And you drank him under the table, man.
oh yeah, bro. And then so then I grab.
Man, you're a lightweight, Chris. What's up, bro?
Give me
Thought
something.
You knew how to party,
give me
homeboy.
something that's like a bottle, so I can. It's like, give me that water right
No,
there.
it's over here. It's over here. Look. I got it over here.
Yeah, pass it over here.
There we go. Right here, bro.
So
Esta pinche tequila, éntate un pinche shot, carnal. Órale. Échatelo. Tenemos una shot glass, baby.
so then no. I really,
Órale.
I'm not gonna drink tonight. No, cállate. No,
Entonces
Juan.
no te creo, bro. Entonces no te creas.
Se me quedan todos dormidos. Me quedo yo running PBT. Wait, so then I grab the bottle like this on stage. And I go like this to Chris Perez, and I'm pouring it over his mouth.
Right in his eye.
And no, and it's landing in his mouth, and then he goes like, and then he does this gesture. He does this. He goes like this. He goes, right? He does that. Y dije, ya se lo cargó el payaso. That's what I'm thinking, right? And I start laughing at him like, yeah. Like in my mind, I'm like, yeah. And then Carlos is looking at me from the side, and Bob was looking at me like, don't do it, right?
Yeah.
And then le dimos toda la noche, bro. So then we get to the.
We have some video of
No, please don't.
yeah.
We
Don't we have some video in there with they're like in the bus and stuff?
Oh yes, hold on.
Put it on. And I
Hold
think
on.
there's
Oh
one-
no! I'll tell you what this video is.
Oh, okay, hold on.
But we have already. Yeah, we're buzzing by this time.
Okay.
But this continues. But this is a part of. So Chris, when he got on stage, this is what happened. They have these they have these poppers here in the valley. So whenever Chris Perez came out, they started with the pa.
Yeah.
So the guy's asking me, "Hey man, what were those poppers?" Right? And this is what happened.
All right, put it on, babe.
Drink that much tequila on stage ever.
That was Bucanas. That was hot.
That was Bucanas.
Oh, same
And then Bucanao.
Hey, what the fuck was what?
No, we got to get the audio in there.
Every time the pop.
Hold on, give me.
Yeah. Once you get it, you're gonna laugh.
Yeah.
So if you see me,
Yeah, the audio's.
It's on?
Yeah.
I try.
And it wasn't airing? It wasn't showing? Let's try to get it.
Check out my eyes.
Let's see.
Mira cómo traigo los ojos.
Vamos a ver si...
Parezco venado.
Hold on.
I look like
Hello? You know what? Are we on? Because I don't hear the
What do you mean, are
echo.
we on? Yeah.
Yeah,
We're on.
We're on.
Yeah, but I don't hear the echo when I'm lifting the sound on this board.
Okay,
So,
hold on.
I'm not hearing the background on there.
There is audio on there.
Okay.
The show is on the.
All right.
There we go. There it is. Put it on.
Drink that much tequila on stage ever.
That was Bucanas. That was hot.
That was Bucanas.
Oh, same
And then Bucanyao.
Hey, what the fuck was what kept popping off every time the pop would happen?
Oh,
I'm
those
thinking,
poppers. The
Oh,
poppers.
I thought it was a gun. I'm like,
You're boss.
hey,
No.
Checo was cool. He was like, he's still doing this dance.
I
We'll
guess
see,
you know,
okay.
here they have this shit called confetti.
Confetti. Oh my goodness.
So, bro, after that, we went to the back of my room. And we had bottle, and I said, I'm gonna outdrink him. Yep. I said, I'm gonna outdrink Chris Pettis. and I would pour it on, bro, and he would just take it. And then again, and we finished the bottle. And then all of a sudden, you see the way you see me right now? Well, imagine that I started seeing like this.
Sideways.
Like I don't know, I want to say it was my equilibrium.
That's what it was.
It got jacked. And I said, so then I go like this. And I said, and I start going like this.
That's like the worst feeling.
And then I get up.
Can't go back.
And I go,
Háblale a la ambulancia.
y le hago yo, I think I'm going to go. And I'm like, I cannot believe I'm surrendering to this, like, that I wanted to do, right?
No me va a ganar.
So then I swear I'm not trying to make, Chris, I'm not trying to make you look bad, bro. It's just a funny story. So then he stays and they leave and I leave. And the next thing you know is somebody drove, one of the guys drove me home. Not my guys, the road crew. And they put me on the bed and they put the bucket next to the side of the bed.
Pa' que vientes migas, carnal.
Toda la mañana y toda la noche. So the following week, we have a show. We were actually playing with Joe Lopez. And we're together in Victoria. And I get there early. And Chris gets there. Carlos gets there. And I go, hey, man. I go, so how'd you get to your room? He goes, we got back to the room and we opened up another bottle of Jack. And and then we went to sleep.
Yeah.
And then I go to Carlos. Hey, Carlos, what happened, Carlos? He goes, oh, bro. He goes, don't tell me you were trying to outdrink Chris Pettis. And I said, yeah. He goes, bro, please, that guy, you cannot.
It's Guns N' Roses, carnal, ese vato, bro.
Yeah, bro. So I thought my tolerance would get me through. I was like one of the Valley teams, you know, when we get to San Antonio, thinking we're gonna win.
Yeah.
And it doesn't happen, and we come back home. Bien derrotados. Así. Cuando dicen San Antonio Judson, 55.
Santa Rosa 12.
We don't get that far, bro.
Ni fu ni fa.
But anyways, bro, I felt like, so I looked at Chris and then I told Chris, hey man, so you mean to tell me that you didn't feel nothing? He goes, nah. He goes, what were you trying to do? I was trying to get you messed up so I could one day be able to talk about it. He goes, well, you didn't do it.
Hey.
Oh man, but you know what, bro? He's a freaking angel, man. Ese vato no tiene ningún mal en él, and he's just.
You need to try that with Pete Astudillo, bro. That guy, you'll outdrink him.
I will never.
I've drank with him, and
you know what? I recently went to go do a show in. I recently went to go do a show in Zagar. Over there.
Yeah, I love that show. Tuesday nights.
I saw that with you guys. It was awesome.
I mean, I outdrank Zagar. Just so you know.
It's just no, está pesado.
Pero I outdrank him. You know, and I wasn't trying to. It was just that it was my birthday, and they said, "Es que te va a poner bien mamado, te va a poner." No. El que salió mamado ahí fue Zagar. Yo no.
Yeah.
Yo salí de ahí como champ.
Yeah. You know, speaking of Chris Pettis, today is the anniversary of
really?
Selena's death, man.
Oh man.
March 31st was today. And it was 27 years ago, I think. 27 years ago.
Are you ready to play? Not play a game, but let's reminisce.
Okay.
Where were you on this day, the day that she passed?
I was on the radio. I was on the air in the morning.
On what station?
And KIWW 96.1. I was doing the morning show.
Uh-huh.
And, but, you know, I had Puro Tejano back then. We did campaigns with Selena and a lot of Tejano artists, man. It was really good. We had the show in 16 markets. And, you know, they're all over the YouTube, the interviews of me with Selena. And so a friend of mine named Balde Rivera, que paz descanse, he was from Wesco. His dad was the chief of police in Valfurrias, and so he'd go to Corpus a lot. And he was in Corpus, you know, that morning, and you know, because he had gone to a concert the night before or something. And so he calls me on the request line at KIWW. I go, hey, what's up, bro? Hey, man, this is Balde. What's up, Balde? Hey, man, I don't know how true it is, bro, but over here in Corpus, they're saying on the radio that Selena died, bro. I'm like, what? Are you kidding me? No way. I'm going to check on that. So I start calling AB. I start calling Chris. No answer. Mano San Roman walks in. I ask Mando, hey, Mando, me acaban de hablar de Corpus, carnal, que algo le pasó a Selena, bro. So he goes, really? Well, let me go check on that. So he takes off, and then he comes back with his look on his face, bro.
Like
he opens
espantado.
Yeah, like, wow. And I said, what's up, bro? He goes, she's dead, bro.
That's crazy.
And I was like, what the hell? I couldn't believe it, dude. And then the lady that killed her, I mean, we had met her before.
Really?
Yeah, because I have home video somewhere where I'm inside the studio when I recorded Tecno Cumbia, the rap with the AB. And she's sitting there. It's Manolo from Capital EMI who was there to help Selena in her pronunciation of Spanish and Mexican words, you know, and because he really wanted to be perfect on that, and and then that lady was there sitting on the couch, and then one time we had a thing at a Desperado, that Yolanda Saldiva lady, she did some event for Selena, and we all went to Desperado nightclub in San Antonio, and man, me and freaking, I was there with leather jacket, long hair, and all this stuff, y andaba con Pira Studio. No, hombre, bro, los pusimos bien burros esa noche, oye, carnal, hombre, cállate la boca. I don't even know how I got back home. And I was staying at a friend's house over there.
In ASUSTAME.
Yeah, but man, where were you, bro, when that happened, bro?
Okay, well, I was at the school, and Patsy Torres had just performed for the Say No to Drug concert.
Where in Santa Rosa?
Yeah.
Wow. So shout out to Patsy. We ought to bring her into the show, man.
So man, she was like, apparently, like somebody had asked her something. She was devastated in her bus. She didn't want to come out.
Yeah.
But this was after the performance because the news came late. It didn't come in the morning.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It wasn't confirmed.
Well, I had it in the morning.
Yeah, but the news didn't confirm it till the 5.
No, we couldn't. We were just saying, hey, there's something going on. You know, we don't know exactly what's going on, but we're gonna find out.
But the news had traveled, and I was at school.
And then the lady was in a truck, you know, saying she was gonna kill herself outside of Motel 6.
Hours.
So then when we got home, we all turned into the news here in the Valley, and we were waiting to see what was going on. And when they finally confirmed it, of course, it was a heartbreak. I got to see her one time, Rock. One time only. I've told Chris this story. And it was in Mercedes. And she was wearing a white T-shirt with her black...
was it a Coca-Cola event? Yeah, I was there, man.
And Grupo Mojado was there.
Yeah, I was there.
And she was just like, wow. Like, it was just... amazing to watch Selena.
You know that clip where she says, I got something on my boot, and I pick it up, and there's like a big old blotch of caca on my boot, man, and then everybody starts laughing, and that's one of the most memorable. Everywhere I go, people are like, hey, la bota, bro, the boot. That happened at that concert.
No
it was
kidding,
bro.
The
bus was in the back, and I was walking. It's the stock show.
Wow,
it was a stock show,
man.
So that's where it was.
I don't know, dude, but I'll tell you what, man. I think that she left she keeps living. And we're listening to her right now. This is the way.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible, dude.
Her story is very sad. And you know what? And this is
it's tragic, dude.
This is very personal that I'll never talk about. But there's been times when I never ask Chris I never ask him anything about Selena. But there will be times when he throws me a story or two.
Yeah.
And I don't do nothing. I just...
Well, I mean, he's like in the same boat that you were with your son. I mean, can you imagine the trauma, you know, when he was young when that happened.
Yeah.
AB and the sister, Suzette, and the mom and everybody, it was just so tragic, bro, and traumatizing. And, you know, I'm really happy that they really worked hard in keeping her legacy alive.
And they've done a really good job, man. And you know what? I hope that the Selena family is proud of what we did, you know, because last year when we were on tour with Chris, we paid tribute to her. And we said, you know what, let's sing a couple of songs. I sang them in her original key.
Yeah.
That was hard.
Yeah.
It was hard, but we did it, you know, and we gave her a little bit light from our end, so people won't ever forget her, because we definitely don't forget her. And you know, I can't speak for Chris, but his playing says a lot more than what you can imagine.
Yeah, I can imagine.
So salud para toda la familia Quintanilla.
Yeah.
Y salud para Chris.
And all her fans, man. All over the world, dude. I get messages from people find out I'm the guy in the video, in the interviews. I get messages. I just got a message. I asked, where are you from? London.
Yeah.
Somebody from, and then Spain. Brazil. Yeah. I mean, it's a worldwide thing. It's global, dude.
There's actually a girl, I think, from Brazil that, like, she looks like her so much, and she blew up on TikTok, and she
I've
was
seen
a
her.
fan of Selena. Yeah, like, it's crazy. You get on TikTok and you type in Selena, and you'll see, like, so many people, like, every day, like, just still living, you know, with her. Like,
I put on a video on my TikTok. Follow me on TikTok, folks, because I put a lot of stuff on there. It's at RocknRollJames 2020. And today I put, I think, one of the most, because yo era bien cabrón, bro. You know, when I'd hang out with him.
Oh, trust me, I know.
No,
you.
And let me tell you, Selena was like, we had a lot in common as far as that concerned, because they used to play tricks on the dad, like that trick where they put like toothpaste in the middle of 2 Oreo cookies, and the dad's, you know, and Abraham started eating them, and he was like, hey, these taste minty, you know what I mean? and it was because they had done that to him, so they were tricksters también, me tiene la onda. And so I would do the same thing, and I put her on the spot at the music, No Me Queda Más music video, there at Sunset Station in San Antonio, and I have her there, and I'm like, sing the song a cappella. I wanted to hear her sing it, right?
I saw that one today.
I put her on the spot, man. And she's trying to find the key, and I said, the key, and then you can hear Chris in the back. He strums the key, and she goes right into it and sings it a cappella, dude. I
heard it.
And just knocks it out of the park.
No me queda más.
Yeah,
I saw it. I saw it.
I mean, and I was like,
wow.
You know, I helped create that moment, and that moment is one of the moments that has stuck with me for a long time, bro. Let me tell you.
And the crazy part about that is that she was very gifted. Not many people can do that, bro. On the spot,
No,
like
carnal.
no reverb, no delay effect, no auto tuner. It was just coming out of her vocals, like wow, it pierced right through that video. I saw it, man.
Yeah.
they actually, they're gonna release an album.
Oh,
I don't know
yeah?
if you heard about that.
I haven't heard of that.
Yeah, there was a whole story about it. That I want to say the actual Selena page on Instagram, they shared it, and it's gonna be a new album, and they're gonna use her voice, but they're gonna, you know, work with it in the studio. So yeah.
Well, let's see if this guy can sing a cappella. We got the song. We got a karaoke, bro. This
My favorite song.
This is the song I think that
Marked us.
really changed your life. didn't
Changed it. Of course it did.
Yeah, like really. Here you go. You ready to sing?
Is this our music or what?
It's karaoke
Okay.
right here.
¿Para qué?
Yeah,
¿Para qué seguir si tú ya no me quieres?
yeah.
Pasa noches, no me tocas si me duele. Se terminó nuestro amor. Cuántas madrugadas
I like that.
esperando despierto que me hablaras. O que al menos con tus labios me tocarás.
Damn.
No hay manera de hacerte feliz. Mejor dímelo. Dime que tú ya no me quieres. corazón, mejor dímelo, porque sé que no quieres seguir conmigo. Dímelo, porque yo no te lo puedo decir. Mejor dímelo. Oh.
Wow, man, that's awesome, bro.
Thank you.
Wow.
Dude, I wanted to cry, bro.
I'm crying.
Hey, dude, I mean, this song just takes me back, dude. Like, this song's almost 20 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Almost, it's like 2000. Arrima el micrófono so we can hear you, bro.
It's actually about, let me see. It's about 18 years old.
18, yeah. I'm middle 20.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was like 2004, 2005, something like that.
Correct.
And Jesse, man, we appreciate you coming down. And I hope you come down. Last time you were here was like 2 years ago. That's the last time we did a sit down.
Really?
2 years ago. I looked it up. It was streamed 2 years ago.
Was it before the pandemic?
It was before the pandemic.
Wow, what a trip.
Yeah, dude. You and Chris were like the first two guys that I sat down with, and we really had a really great conversation. Ladies and gentlemen, I highly recommend, if you are new to this channel, go to our channel, right, and go to the playlist section and go down to the Jesse Turner. And there's also the Chris Perez as well. And I also have an interview with Abraham Quintanilla that's just like, it's like a great interview where he talks about his past growing up as a child and his parents and everything.
Mr.
Abraham
Oh,
Quintanilla.
wow, I haven't seen that
It's
one.
a radio interview, but
okay.
it's classic, dude. I mean, and I put a lot of images in it. But you got to check out the one with Jesse, because I put in video of him when he was a kid playing with a Christian band, and then how it came to be that he became a very young father and his son, and it just takes you through. It's like a documentary.
It is
dude.
a documentary.
And I saw it over and over again after we did it, Jesse. And I kept it always hit me, like, you know, when we talked about the phone calls and all that, dude.
Yeah, man.
But you're a straight up guy, man, and I appreciate you.
Have to be, man.
Yeah, and we wish you all the best, bro.
No, thank you very much, man. We're currently on tour. This Saturday, if you're watching us live, we'll be at the International Friendship Festival in Eagle Pass, Texas. That's
Okay.
Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Sunday we'll be in Alvin, Texas.
And then you're going to you're gonna go
Vamos para Puebla, vamos para
México, ¿verdad?
Para Saltillo, Cerralbo, Nuevo León. I'm going to be doing a radio tour in la Ciudad de Mexico, Veracruz, Chiapas. I have a hard time saying it. Chiapas.
Chiapas.
So we're going to be, or I'm going to be everywhere. So we have a new single, you know that, right?
What's it? Is it in there? Is it in YouTube already?
Yeah, it's called. It's the one where you went to go see us make the music video. But the music video is not out yet because.
And you know what? Let me tell you. As soon as we walked out of the house where you were recording the video, we turned on the radio.
And we heard
and the song's on, dude.
We heard the
it's
song.
Like, what the hell?
It was crazy.
So, what's the name of it again?
It's Te Quiso Olvidar.
Te Quiso Olvidar, órale.
We actually have David Ramirez. He asked if you were going to be going to Vegas.
We are with Bronco, I think. Yeah, we're going everywhere with Bronco. Like
That's
every places we've never been to. Like
I have a real quick question. Like when you're away from home, what do you crave to eat? Because I'm pretty sure you're on the road a lot. Like, and so what do you miss?
I crave to eat my mom's food.
Homemade, right? The homemade food.
Or
oh my
tortillas,
god.
arroz con pollo.
Nah, you know what? I crave to eat healthy stuff, and Rock knows what I mean. Whenever you're on the road, it's hard to eat.
Bro.
Yeah, man.
We eat just whatever, right?
So before before we head out, you gotta know the story to this song. This is a very beautiful song. This song was recorded by MDO in the year 2000. When everybody in 1999, I was over there with Ruben Vela in Arizona, and I was crying in the shower.
Was this after the Sin Nombre band?
Yes. Before my days with Signo, I was in the restroom with Ruben Vela playing in Arizona. I'll never forget it, and I was crying. Because I thought that in the 2YK, that the world was going to end.
Yeah.
So estaba en el baño, por favor, Diosito, no me lleves hoy esta noche. Que no.
And then some guys next to him pissing. I'm pissing next to Jesse Turner.
So no, we didn't die after that, right? But I remember that. So man. So that's when this group came out called MDO. The original band is a branch of Grupo Menudo. And there's MDO. And then 22 years passed. But in the year 2014, Rock, the band got together, right? And that means that Jacob was there. and we recorded 10 songs, and we were gonna make the first Signo album, and it was gonna be called Signo Nueva Generación. And the reason we were gonna call it that was because we were gonna record all these international songs, y no iban a ser canciones de tejano nor norteño. We were gonna make international pop songs into songs al estilo Signo with acordeón y bajo sexto. So we recorded Despacito. We recorded Yo Te Esperaré. We recorded Hasta Que Me Olvides by Ricky Martin. I'm sorry, by Luis Miguel.
Hasta que me olvides.
We've recorded it.
Wow.
It's on YouTube is where we want to find it. Let's hear it. So we recorded this song, and we put that on the Monstruo album. But that was supposed to be part of this album in 2016. So here it is. Look, just so you can hear a piece of it. Wait. Not that one.
Okay, you want to hear the...
Hasta Que Me Olvides.
Órale, let's do it.
Wait. That's Jacob on the bass. That's so cool. But this is in 2018.
Hasta que me olvides voy a intentarlo.
A lot of people have not heard this. They're hearing it for this. They're hearing it for the first time.
Tus labios por dentro y por fuera.
Wait, no más, qué chula.
Eso.
I love it.
No habrá quien desnude mi nombre una tarde cualquiera. Hasta que me olvides tanto
más.
que
Memories,
no
man.
exista mañana ni después. Hasta que me olvides.
And then-
Yeah, that sounds
I
real
love
good,
it.
bro.
And then we did look up Signo a Medio Vivir. Signo a Medio Vivir.
Ay, boy.
Oh, this is such good promotion here.
Yeah,
I
estamos
love
promoviéndolo.
it.
Dale gas, carnal. Es todo. Por eso estamos
This
aquí,
is Signo. That's Jacob. Listen to that bass.
Monstruo
Yeah.
is the name of the album. Monstruo.
Listen to the lyrics.
You want
of
to
the
put it
song.
on a playlist.
This is part of the album we're gonna make.
Después de tanto tiempo que ha pasado te parecerá mentira, pero no me acostumbro. Parece como hubiera sido ayer ese primer día que nos vimos desnudos y siempre pensé la vida debe de continuar.
Where are you recording this stuff, bro?
Keith Harder.
Where's that?
It's in San Antonio. That's where George Strait records.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Sounds great.
But it got mixed in Richard's studio.
Oh, Richard's great, bro.
Yeah, oh, Richard's in the
Ah,
monster.
desgraciado,
Look at Richard. So then we were making this album, and all these songs were gonna be on this album, and it was gonna be called Nuestra Generación. But then my son had his accident, so it changed the whole dynamic, the whole project. It just goes. They just say no, we're not gonna do that. And then we ask for other songs, so they send us Te Amaba Desde Antes, right? And then they send us a bunch of songs, and they said, hey, you know what, Jesse, we know you're going through a hard time, but we're gonna look up Yo Te Esperaré. They said, you know what, Jesse, we're gonna dedicate this song to your son. We're gonna dedicate the album to your son. So ya había salido Despacito y El Perdón. So then all of a sudden, this song becomes the anthem. And this song, Jacob actually recorded it. People think that I wrote this song. No, I didn't write this song. This is a cover international song. And then me quedó como guante a la mano esta canción. Because if you listen to it, oye lo que dice.
Let's start it. Let's start it up. I want to hear.
Y yo te esperaré, nos sentaremos juntos frente al mar y de tu mano podré caminar. Y aunque se pase toda mi vida, yo te esperaré. Sé que en tus ojos todavía hay amor y tu mirada dice volveré. Y aunque se pase toda mi vida, yo te esperaré. Siento que me quitaron un pedazo de mi alma. Si te vas no queda nada, queda un corazón sin vida que a raíz de tu partida se quedó solo gritando pero a media voz. Siento que la vida se me va porque no estoy contigo. Siento que mi luna ya no está si no está tu cariño. Ni toda la vida ni toda el agua del mar podrá pagar todo el amor que tú me enseñaste. Sin ti no me voy a morir solo si vuelves.
Dude, how'd you catch your breath on that thing, bro?
It was hard. Wait.
Porque lejos no sirve mi mano para caminar. Porque solo espero que algún día puedas escapar.
And then it killed me. I'm like,
sentaremos juntos frente al mar y de tu mano podré caminar. Y aunque se pase toda mi vida, yo te esperaré. Sé que en tus ojos todavía hay amor y tu mirada dice volveré. Y aunque se pase toda mi vida, yo te esperaré.
Man, great song, bro.
My guys hugged me forever when I finally understood the song, because it was hard. Right now I think about it and it's like, me quedó como guante a la mano. It felt like a glove. Me quedó el saco la canción. And the crazier part is that Jacob recorded it.
Yeah.
So we make the Monster album and we do all these things, right? My son's going through his thing. I go through my hard moment in life. We record an album called Como una película, donde se desprende hashtag, donde se desprende como una película. My son's not on that album. But there were 6 songs, and those songs, it was just half of the songs, and we recorded those songs before the pandemic. And so it was just like, okay, well, let's bring out an EP. For people that don't know what an EP is, it's like 6 or 7 songs, and it creates, it's like half an album.
It's like a mini album.
Yeah, it's like a mini album.
Yeah.
So then we finally get into the studio, and I'm like, okay, what are we gonna do? What are the projects for this new album that's not even out yet? So we bring out the first song, and the first song that we did was Verdad que Duele with Chris Perez, right? So we recorded Verdad que Duele back in 2000. Man, I don't remember the year, but it was after my son's accident. And then we brought it out, and that it becomes a single for this new album that's not even out yet. And before it was, when you bring out an album, after you bring out the single, then comes the album, and now it's all backwards.
Yeah, dude.
Now you bring out all the singles first, and then you bring out the album, because it gives people a reason to go buy it.
Yes.
So we're making the album, and we do Verdad que Duele, and I'm like, oh, this is so dope. You know, at the end of Verdad que Duele, when I was listening to it in my head, right? When I was listening to Verdad que Duele with the original songwriter, by the way, is Eden Muñoz. He recently went solo, but this is a singer for Calibre 50. It's his song. But when I heard this song, me and Richard were like, at the end of the song, we could hear something, right? And what we heard was this. All right, I did it one time at a show. Hold on, it's coming. Oh,
you hit it, yeah. The volume?
Yeah, it's the volume. Oh, come on. Don't film me now.
No te pegan los thumb, does your thumb
Cramps.
get cramps and shit like that from using the phone a lot?
No, my phone does.
Yeah.
It's cramps because of his fingers.
My phone gets cramps because of me. Aquí está, güey. ¿Qué pasó? Oh, I see. Sorry for all the highs, but I want you to hear the ending. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Yeah. So I said, we gotta bring in Chris.
Yeah.
And Chris gets her, and he records Verdad que Duele.
Yeah.
And then I had an experience with Leo from La Calma. When we were during the pandemic, right when it started.
There was actually a question about La Calma.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were producing it.
I was gonna produce his vocals, and we went to the studio, bro. It's such a weird night. And he tells me, me dice Leo from La Calma, hey, will you help me go pick up my truck? I bought a new truck. And I said, okay, well let's go. And I'm like thinking, man, pues, we're going out of the way to go pick up his truck. Pero está bien, vamos, because yo no pregunto, I'm just like, let's do it.
You were just curious.
Yeah, I'm like, so vamos. And he picks up this truck, and it's brand new, and the guy's looking at me, and I look at him, and he's like, he has this real cheesy smile like this. Leo from La Calma. And I'm like, what's up? And he goes, man, look at me, man. And solo el vato, he was on a trip. And I go, what's up? He goes, man, my dad said I would never be able to buy my own truck. And look at me. Look at me, man. He said I would never have credit to buy my own truck. And I thought, you know, in a guy's voice, I thought, you know. And I said, man, well, I gave him some words. I said, you know what? Your father's with you right now, bro. Your father's with you in your greatest moments. He's with you right now. And then we went into the studio, and then I was guiding him through the vocals, right? You got to open your mouth like this, pronounce your vowels like this, and you got to do this. And then we both get an alert. They're shutting down San Antonio because of the pandemic. There's going to be a curfew. Should we be worrying about vocals, or should we be worrying about getting back home?
Yeah.
So, bro, that project didn't even go, man. We said, no, vámonos para la casa. True story. Because everything I do is real. I'm going to come back to the story that I was telling you about. I go back, we leave the studio, and he goes, hey, man, will you help me take the truck to my house? Y era en el otro lado de San Antonio. And I said, yeah, let's go. Pues, ya que le hacemos, carnal, vamos. I'll take it. And he had a Mustang, which was his, and he had cleaned it, and he was in the truck. So then he drops off the car, and his daughter comes out. And I don't know what's going on. He's just telling me to do things, and I'm just doing it. So then his daughter comes out, and he goes, happy birthday, mija. So he's giving his daughter the Mustang, and he's keeping the truck. And he goes, hey, man, can I show you something? And I'm like, sure. I get in the truck, and he takes me. He goes, look, man, this is where my mom lives. If you guys remember Leo from La Calma, he uploaded a video donde están tocando los Hometown Boys. Remember that?
I think so.
So, by the way, you could look up Guárdame un espacio, because that's where I'm going with this.
Let's see. Guárdame el espacio.
Guárdame un espacio.
Un espacio.
Uh-huh. So while I'm sitting there, I'm watching all this. ¿Cómo se dice? Se está ¿cómo se dice? Desarrollando. Like all this is, and I'm looking at it, and I haven't written songs in years, and I'm just looking at it like, wow. So then I start thinking about the video of the Hometown Boys when he brought him at 3 a.m. to go sing for his dad, and his dad was passing. He was sick. Iba a fallecer, ¿verdad?
Sí.
So then he tells me, look, man, I bought that bus, and my dad. So then I went back home, y lo miraba tan alegre, y lo miraba tan contento. Rewind that I wrote this. All you gotta do is listen to the lyrics. If you don't have your dad, listen to it.
Si tú supieras lo que significas en mi vida, gracias a ti, fuiste aquel ejemplo de vivir la vida feliz. Gracias a ti, soy lo que soy. Eres mi héroe, el que siempre me salvó. Gracias a Dios por todo tu amor. No podría haber tenido un padre mejor.
That's why you're like,
listen. It's the best part. Wait.
Guárdame un espacio allá en el cielo. Padre, sabes que te quiero. Es un adiós, es hasta luego.
Oh, it's an amazing song, bro.
Guárdame un espacio allá en el
Listen to the last part.
Aquí todo va perfecto. Un día nos reencontraremos.
Is this line true or not with Leo? Wait.
Mi mamá nunca me deja de decir lo mucho que yo me parezco a ti.
Wow, man.
Wow, that's beautiful.
You can find the video on YouTube, by the way.
Está bruta la rola, bro.
So, bro,
that's why you've had such a long career, bro, because your inspirations to write these songs, bro.
I didn't write it by myself.
They come from people, you know.
I wrote it with my good friend Cesar from Brazil. I called him. I said, man, I got an idea and I got this feeling and they're locked up and I got to lay them out. And he's like, a ver, vamos a ver porque me dice vato. In Brazil, vato is like considered like, hey, what's up?
Bad word?
No, like bro, hey, what's up, bro?
Ah, órale.
But
Well, we use it around here like that.
yeah, but we use
¿Qué
it.
pasó, vato? ¿Cómo está?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
No, hombre, que lo vato, no, hombre, you know what I mean?
Pero allá lo usan como una palabra con respeto, no sé, it's just...
Acá es güey. ¿Qué pasó, güey?
¿Qué pasó, güey?
Oh my God, that's terrible.
¿Qué es madre?
So yeah, so here it goes. So we do this song, and then we're mixing and mastering the album, and we're like, we need one more song to make a full album and not an EP. And we're like, what are we gonna call this album? Don't tell me we're gonna call it Película Volume 2 because we don't have 6 songs. I said, no, we're not gonna call it that. We're gonna call it something else. So I says, okay, so what are we gonna do? We got 9 songs. We need one more song. And I said, oh man, we're gonna have to go back into the studio. And I said, we're gonna have to go back into the studio and record another song. I said, Richard, I got an idea. And then he sends me Te Quise Olvidar. The minute I put it in my car, there he is again. 6 years after his accident, there's my boy. There he is. It's not just a cover.
Estuve con otra queriendo olvidarte y me fue imposible de mi mente arrancarte. Era tan hermosa, perfecta, buena amante.
It's not just a cover song, man. It's what people don't understand. It's a blessing. That's why it is that you have to accept what life brings you. It's not just a cover song.
Que no llenaba este vacío sin final. Te quise olvidar, tus besos borrar. Estuve con otra y me quedó la soledad.
It's been a powerful show today, bro.
I'll tell you.
Always, every time we get together, bro, it gets like this.
Yeah, you know what? I'm a proud father. I listened to that and I know it was a cover, but you might have heard it with MDO, but you hadn't heard it with Signal, but now you had. Now you did.
I like it with Signal way better.
Oh, thank you, man.
Jess, we want to thank you for stopping by, man.
Thank you for having me. And if I do this, it's because I'm passionate. If I do this, it's to inspire. If I do this, it's to help you get over something.
And you have done that for many people, bro. You have done that.
Thank you so
music.
much. I'll tell you know what the best feeling is, Rock? Before I head out, we played here in they asked me, why are you going to play here in the Valley at Silverados? I go, because that's where I started at a place called Lanny's.
I remember that place.
No le cabían 250 people. No le cabían ni 200 people. And they would let me, that's where I would play with a group called Crossfire Country Band.
You're just revisiting your roots, man.
And they said, my management said, are you sure you want to go there? I said, I'm sure I want to go there. I said, I want to go there for personal reasons. We went to Silverados. It was sold out.
Wow.
I just want to I think the best feeling is when the people that you grew up with in the Valley, that they show up. Because usually people that are from one certain town,
yeah,
no te apoyan.
No.
Pero aquí siempre me han apoyado en el Mágico Valle, and I just wanted to say, I'm grateful. Thank you. Thank you to each and every single one of you. I think that every single one of you is a part of my journey. And if you're thinking that, you know what? Jesse Turner's changed, and no, what's changed is my time. The fact that I'm being pulled left and right. Mm-hmm. And don't be upset because I don't see you or I don't talk to you. be proud of me, because everywhere I go, I say, desde el mágico Valle de Texas, desde Santa Rosa, Texas, and I say it with pride and joy.
Es todo.
Thank you.
Es todo.
Y ahí vengo.
Es todo.
Los amigos de Grupo Signo, not just one guy, 6 guys, a whole road crew, management, and good friends along the way that helped you get to this stepping stone to where we're at today.
Seen you since
Thank you so much.
Since you were a kid, man. I mean,
Thank you.
And by the way,
y lloro de felicidad. No porque estoy triste, lloro de felicidad y de orgullo, carnal.
yeah.
Yeah, I have to. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of what you're doing. The last time I was at your house, now you're in a very beautiful place. Congratulations, man. We all start somewhere, and today you're further than where you were when I first came the first time. And I wish you nothing but the best of luck. And anytime you call me, I'm here. No manager, no nothing.
Yeah.
And that doesn't give an okay to everybody else.
Hey, but I tell you what, the adversity that you've been through, and you're still there, bro, and that says a lot, you know. Ladies and gentlemen, they'll be on South Padre Island on Easter weekend. It's going to be South Padre Island's Fiesta en la Isla, viernes 15 de abril. La Leyenda, Signo, Costumbre. Great bands, vato. It's going to be awesome.
That was so.
Vato, dije vato.
that same lineup was in Monterrey, and we sold it out at the General Show Center.
It's going to be amazing. South Padre Island, ladies and gentlemen. So, if you want any details, follow Jesse on social media. He's and Lucky Joe as well.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Their antics.
Every time I come, there's very few people that make me cry, but you're one of those, man. But I do it because we know each other on a personal level. And once again, before I head out, ya sé que hablamos de cosas de tonterías y cuanto, but they're all true stories. And before I leave, I just want to send one last time my condolences out to my good friend Ricky Bob. El mundo da vueltas. When I was at church playing, que te dije la primera vez in that first YouTube video that we did.
Yeah.
Ricky Díaz y Plácido de los Gavilanes went and pulled me out of that church. And I became friends with them, and I knew their mom. And today I got to sing for her. Today I got to speak about her.
Yeah.
And today we celebrated her life. And tonight we celebrate life, us.
Yeah.
You know, we have another day for living. Tomorrow you'll be able to get up, and you'll be able to give thanks to God that you're able to breathe. Don't ask why. There's other people in harder situations. If we were to all walk into the same room and drop our problems, we would pick up somebody else's. You realize that we all have equivalent problems, but in different levels. All we can do is learn from them and be the best version of ourselves that we can be. And that's all we're doing, Rock. And Signo didn't mean anything back in the day when we first started, but today it means so much. Signo, it stands for las señales. Signo son los señales del corazón.
Well, just like we were talking about Maz being the soundtrack to our lives, you've been the soundtrack to the lives of many people as well.
Thank you, man. Yeah. And I'm living my dreams, and I'm living the dreams that I never dreamed of. Yeah. Because there's things that I didn't dream of that I'd be doing, and I'm doing them today. If you just do everything with love, I promise you're going to have great results. I want to thank all 3 of you for having me. Que Diosito me los bendiga. Ya sé que hay mucha gente que estaba conectada desde diferentes partes de México. Esta entrevista, pues aquí nos manejamos más en el inglés, el Spanglish, como dices, el inglés español. Pero no se preocupen que yo siempre estoy aquí dispuesto para contestarles en lo que puedan en las redes sociales. Muchísimas gracias a cada uno de ustedes que, aunque no me entienden, aquí están conectados conmigo. Gracias por ser parte de mi vida, por ser mis amigos. And to all the people here in the Rio Grande Valley and across the United States and in different parts of the world, thank you for tuning into PVT. Your friend Jesse Turner, de parte de todos los muchachos que no están aquí conmigo. But next time I come, I think I'm going to bring them all so we can sit down and talk, man. Yep. God bless our veterans, our soldiers, my son Michael, that's a Marine. God bless all of our troops that are serving and all the ones that have done, all the veterans. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for your service, for all the police, for the police departments, everybody in the military, everybody that does. Everybody, thank you so much.
We actually had a shout out from Isaac Hinojosa. He said, "Hello, Jesse from the Santa Rosa Fire Department. Keep making Santa Rosa and the Valley proud."
That's todo. Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you, man. We had a late night show tonight, man. 10:36. And I tell you, it was amazing. And that's what we do. We sit down with great people and we talk about stories and about our lives. And we open up our lives to all of you, and we appreciate you, Jesse. Thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Tomorrow night we have Matt Castillo. He's a Texas country artist. He's going to be here, man.
Support
He's fantastic. And on Saturday night I got Ricky Versetti, an amazing rapper that was here with Boaz the first time Boaz came in, JT Campos, and he's bringing an artist by the name of Savannah V from San Antonio who has an amazing vocal ability.
I've heard of Savannah V.
So they're going to be here on Saturday night. So we're doing shows every single night, man.
Every night.
Wow.
Thank you so much. Everybody wave at the cameras, and you all have a wonderful evening.